Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Camavinga. No way through. Carreras. Van Dijk. And it's Xavi. Serginho. And it's Silva. And that's going wide left. Dani Olmo. And now they can clear their lines. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Now Van Dijk. Xavi. It's a good run, this, one that is high in energy.
Oh, really well played.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
Serginho. Messi. And they are prompt with their pressing. Valverde is there to clear. He's picked his way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Raya claims comfortably.
Borussia Dortmund really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
And here's Kane. Backward it goes. And there's the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And it's Olmo. Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that. Knocks it out wide. Good chance here! A real chance and a real let-off.
Borussia Dortmund certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And he can clear it away. Good effort from distance. Messi. Some good work on the right flank here.
Colorado Springs surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
It's a good foot in there. Another chance from a corner.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
So we have movement on both benches.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Oh, he's got a side of goal. Chance for a shot! Carreras made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Borussia Dortmund are running out of time and out of options.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Borussia Dortmund have reclaimed it. Camavinga proves too strong. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 19, Federico Valverde. Coming on the field
Jimenez.
is number 27, Serginho. substitution
This usually
taking
is the
place.
time teams go into conservation mode.
Xavi. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Looking for the run. Serginho looking to receive it. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Who do you think this turns on? Ju! Delicious from Ju!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
You just know there is no stopping that.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that is out of play. That is lovely. Oh, he's been caught napping. There will be a throw-in. Threads one in. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. That's really well cleared. It's a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. And he can clear it away. And here's Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Searching pass he's played there. He's having a hit! Comfortable claim for the keeper.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Well, that has not gone well. And he cuts out the supply. And he's decided to go for it. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Borussia Dortmund certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And that has left him in a heap. He's a sharp little ball here. And Van Nistelrooy! Glorious! He's got himself an absolute peach. They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like...
Oh, he's having a go! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Hazard with the delivery. Foden! Brilliant from Foden! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Into the lead once more. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Inter Milan have their lead. Oh, that's fabulous. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Juve receives it in a good position here. Akanji clears. Just about midway through the first half, and it had just about within shooting range. A real chance and a real let-off.
Borussia Dortmund really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Just eases him off the ball, dinks one through. Defending of the desperate variety. He won't be happy with that one. It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. And he shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Kane! Can he get it through? Now, can they get him away? Spread neatly. And they've got a throw. Chance for a shot! Goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. It's Kane! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! Back to within one! Interesting! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent was...
He's gone for goal! And that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Tries from a long way out. That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
And he's managed to get free. Andrich did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There will be 3 minutes
The most accurate
added time.
pass. And he's let fly! And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Stood up well to him there. Van Nistelrooy. Cleared away. Big chance! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
And they're back on the ball again. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So we're off again.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
That has ended up in no man's land. Pass somewhat off target. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Cafu picks it up out wide. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Andrich can clear it away. Nicked it back promptly. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's ambitious. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. No way through. Borussia Dortmund really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Inter Milan have reclaimed it. That'll be a throw-in. Early ball out from the back. That's an imaginative pass. And that should get the job done.
Diouf clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
There's the shot! And he's stuck it away! So smooth, a signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Serginho running with intent. Ambitious ball here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Rashford. He has found the way through. Rashford! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And that really is so impressive. Real chance! Oh, extraordinary.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Van Nistelrooy gets on his bike and on the move. Now it's Kane. Kane! And he's done very well to deal with it.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Great, he's going for goal! And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Borussia Dortmund with their first corner, the first in the game for either side. He's rising! Oh, what has happened here? And again! Well taken goal. So could they be onto something here? And it's Rashford. And here's Azar. And that's a throw-in. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's rather hopeful. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Kane. Number 19, Federico Valverde. Coming on the field, number 20, Vedat Muriqi. Number 27, Serginho.
Inter Milan are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a great ball crossfield.
Good effort from distance. It's a pretty loose pass. Takes a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now that is commitment to the cause. Corner number 2 then. Defending of the desperate variety. Donnarumma. Now that's well seen too.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to...
Tries from distance. In he goes again! Oh, it's hit the post! Can he finish?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Hazard venturing down the left. Hazard. That's good play. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number
Final
8,
checks on the touchline.
Messi.
A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
That has been cut short. And that's it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
One-sided and